What's good, people, and welcome to the round 14 final team and the captain picks I have for the round. It's a bit late, very late indeed. I've had lots of things happening tonight, and I have not been able to put a lot of time into my team, which has then resulted in my picks, and I'm really kicking myself over one of them right now. So first thing I want to delve into is the changes I have made. I've made two trades, as we can see from here, and I've left myself a little bit of money. I've gone a little bit bargain hunting with Callahan. That's what I'm kicking myself over is the two options. I had Dawson in my side for so long. He's playing right now as we speak. And I can show you what he's on. He's on 135, and I'm pretty sure it's like in halfway through the third quarter. So he's going absolutely ridiculous, and I settled for Callahan to get the extra cash for the long-term plays because leaving that money allows me to move a Pharaoh to a Wangani Malira after his buy or something like that. So I'm really kicking myself over the choice of not going with Dawson because that could have really put a rocket into the rankings. And my other thing that I'm kicking myself over is my Bailey Dale Vice pick. I was really wondering if I wanted to go with someone tonight. I didn't really like the matchup for anyone. I thought, you know what, at Marvel, Dale usually has a big one, so I'm going to chuck the Vice on him and hopefully get like a pod Vice captain in. Definitely not how it's turning out to be right now. He's all the way down. I mean, he's not playing horribly. He's on a 54 at the moment, but just getting slaughtered by the Crows, so it's a unfortunate pick. But the two changes we made were Angus Anderson on his bye and Jagger Smith, which is a bold call. I have decided that we're moving him on as well for Callahan and Alga. I've gone with Alga because he is already coming off his bye. Hopefully he holds his spot. I looked at the teams and he is playing, so that gives me a little bit of security for the rest of the bye rounds just by having a warm body. Not that he's going to have super high scores, I know that for a fact, but comparing all our other options, there was a Kyle that I could have traded in here, and Houston was on the chopping block for a long time. I've have come to the terms that Houston is a luxury trade, and I don't have enough trades to be trading as Houston as a luxury trade just yet. And I'm hoping that he can kind of steady himself from the back end of the year. So I'm holding strong with Houston. But yeah, I think that Jagger has made the most of what he can. I know he's going to be a decent scorer for the remainder of the year, and I know that a lot of people are putting him in his in their later buy plans, but with that break even of 100 over 100, I just can't justify it. And on the buy and everything's lining up, I thought, yeah, it's time to move on, buddy. But that leaves us really stacked with two teams. We've basically filled with Gold Coast and GWS. We are the expansion team at the moment, so a little bit more that I wanted to. That's why I wanted to go with Dawson for a little bit. I was really tethering, saying, should I go there? Should I not? I eventually thought, yeah, I need the money for my other picks to fill out other roles in the team, so I can have a little bit more leniency when it comes to the back end, and I don't have to go bargain hunting to finish my team. So Callahan was the guy, has already had his bye, and he will be playing for the remainder. And Dawson was my other pick. I wanted to bring in last week, was wary about the tag. He played fine, and he's having an absolute monster game now. So yeah, really, really sucks, but it is what it is. If you got Dawson, lucky, lucky you. And then I think I'm just gonna have to roll with Gorn. I'm so worried about a Gorn captain because I'm going totally matchup oriented playing Essendon, but he is carrying a shoulder issue. Was questionable if he was even going to play this week, and he's just. I don't know if it's the right choice. I don't like anyone else. I don't like anyone, and I don't have. Well, I've got Petrarca, Miller, and Rao at Geelong. That's the issue with having so much lopsided people in my team as well. If the matchup isn't great and I'm a matchup chooser for my captain picks, I'm in the mud. So I'm actually not happy with what my choice bringing in Callahan at the end of it all, especially since we already have Oliver. I should have brought in Dawson in hindsight, especially. Yeah, hindsight's great. When I see a score that he put out at the moment in the third quarter, it's like, oh, I was this close to making that choice, but I didn't, and we're here now, and I've got to live with it. It's a long term, and I've got to think about that. But yeah, chopping block for the cupping weeks is Farrow's nearing that end, coming up to the bye. He's going to be flipped for something juicy. Murdoch, I'm holding for the time being. I think he's going to be one of the last rookies I do move on. He's up and down in his scoring at the moment, but I'm happy with what he's producing, and he is versing North this week as well. Maybe we'll flip at the buy as well. And then we've got, I believe, one more spot to fill. So we have Houston here. That would mean we've got another pick for Farrow, done. Dacos comes in here. Midfield is already done. Rucks are done. My flex will be traded Murdoch and maybe like Ison or Dirksen, whoever makes me enough money for something, and that will leave us with one more forward spot, which, yeah, that's the one position I'm trying to leave the last because I don't like any of the forward options at the moment. They're all up and down. Tuchmiller's up and, Tuchmiller's kind of consistent, but Horn Francis up and down, Pickett up and down, or your Zach Bailey's up and down. So not looking to go there. But yeah, just a short one, very depressing one because I could have made some big moves for this week. I didn't. Hope Callahan has an absolute massive one to the lengths of what Dawson is producing at this moment, but that's kind of crazy as well. 23 touches for 135 Supercoach. That output is absolutely insane. But yeah, that's all I have to add this week. Long term. Think about the long term. That's what I got to convince myself. But yeah, I'm sorry about the late one. I've had lots of things going, and if I had the time again, I would have brought in Dawson. Just didn't have that time. So here's what it is. Deal with it, and I'll catch you all in the next video. I also have decided not to do my Supercoach World Cup because I don't have the confidence in my ability to tell you what to choose. So I'll give you a quick look at my team. We're called the Wu-Tang Clan, and our team is as following. Yeah, I was going through the list and I was like, I just don't know enough about soccer to make a video. I was going to sound like an idiot. We've got Courtois and Martinez in the keeper range. I'm not even sure how it works as well. If it's kind of like NBL where you pick a new team every week. I'm just not sure how it goes. Got our defenders, got our midfielders and forwards, Harry Kane, Haaland on the bench. It's crazy, and Mbappe. So I've just gone absolute guns. But I'm looking forward to it. It starts tomorrow at 4:30 a.m. in the morning. That's crazy. I'm not getting up at that, but I might be sitting there watching Korea versus Czech Republic at work tomorrow. We'll see. But yeah, don't have any leagues. I don't know anyone that is actually doing this. I'm just, doing it for the fun of it because I got that World Cup fever. But thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Apologies that there's no World Cup videos. I was gassing that up. But yeah, it is what it is. And I'll catch you all in my follow-up video. I've actually got a video uploaded this weekend. I believe it's a footy card opening. Look forward to that one. And then following that one, it will be our review on this week's happenings. Thanks again, as I've said 1 billion times already. And I'll catch you then. Peace out.